They say they do when it's for how many actually do it, 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 do it. What's up, y'all? It is Music Mondays with none other than your girl, Lady Bougie. And guess what? I have a special guest by the name of
Iconic Bond. What's going on, everybody?
Hey, so we have a special guest and we're going to go ahead and get right into it with a track by him called We Here Now. Check it out.
They've been asking, who is this dude walk around town front like he rapping? Huh? Who is this fool riding through the city looking busy like he coming with some action? They don't really wanna see me for a meeting, so I'm coming in smashing. And if you hear me and you feel me, then we do it all together, get the money and we stash it. See, ever since I came on the scene, they been trying to say iconic, you ain't got it to beat. Trapping like these other rappers out here getting the green. You don't drink, you don't smoke, you ain't hitting the lean. It seem like you ain't really with killing their dreams. You be getting degrees, you ain't even a fiend. How we gon' make money if you proper and clean? Then you walk around the streets with a dope and a thing. Hey, you a Muslim, that's another problem. How we gon' tell the kids you love them when you bomb them? We been Trump, making nothing but drama. Every day getting heated like a sauna. I would never get defeated, getting hotter. Yeah, I might be conceited, what a shocker. That's what they want a rapper to be, snapping on beats. Love me in the streets cause I be a monster. They said go home where you think we at. They said go home where you think we at. Ain't nothing you can do that can change the fact. We're here now and we ain't never going back. They said go home where you think we at. They said go home where you think we at. Ain't nothing you can do that can change the fact. We're here now and we ain't never going back.
Okay, so how y'all feeling that? I'm feeling it, the visuals, everything, the lyrics, I'm loving it, okay?
Appreciate you.
All right, so we're going to get into the interview portion. We're going to get to know who he is, okay? All right.
Said you gon' ride or die. Now shut up and buckle up.
So, first off, I'm trying to figure out where did the name come from? You know that was coming.
So I went to college and I actually got a chemistry degree.
Oh, okay.
So I really love science, chemistry and stuff. So because of that, the strongest bond chemically is called an ionic bond.
Okay.
That is the strongest bond, right? So I was like, let me play off of that. That's what I'm trying to be. You know what I'm saying? I like to bond with people, like that's my thing. So iconic bond.
Iconic. So you switched the ionic to iconic.
Exactly.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Simple.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, tell me, you say you like to get to know people and things of that nature. How do you use that in your music?
So for me, I came from a very like closed household. You know what I'm saying? Like I was kind of raised in a bubble. You know what I'm saying? My parents always kept me at home, very religious. So when I finally made it out the house, that was the only way for me to like grow socially and emotionally, you know what I'm saying? Is by talking to people and building with people. So that's why that's really important to me.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's really what, you know, made me who I am, and my music is about who I am. So
yeah. And you have a lot of conscious music.
yeah.
So why do you feel like you lean a little bit towards that? Is it because you had a lot of schooling, or is it just that's always been your personality?
It's a little bit of both of those things. So I spent a lot of my time, you know, in the past probably like 10 years working with the youth. And that was really one of the big driving factors, you know, for me even going towards that type of music.
Okay.
When I did decide to do music, even though I still like fun hip hop, like that's what I grew up on, but this is the music that I just feel like I could fill that gap. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. So question. You were talking about you grew up in a religious household.
Yeah.
would you mind getting into any of that? Because I don't like to step on anybody's toes, but I would to know if you would like to share me.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
What's your religion?
Yeah, so I'm a Muslim.
Okay.
Yep. Both my parents from Egypt.
Wow.
Both immigrated here when I was like 4 years old. So they came to a whole new country. They never seen nothing like America, and that was part of the reason why, they kept us close in the house. Yeah.
So what language did you speak growing up in the home?
Both English and Arabic. So Arabic is the language of Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Arabic isn't just the language that's written in the Quran. It is the.
Oh yeah, it's a spoken language. Yeah. It's just different. It's like different dialects. So if you think about like, I don't know, the difference between American English and British English, for example. So every country has a different version. You know what I'm saying, of Arabic. But yeah, it's all Arabic. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you incorporate? Because see, that video, of course, showed us how you incorporate your culture with your music.
Yeah.
But how else do you do that?
Culture-wise, I don't really.
Okay.
Every now and then I'll mention it maybe in a song, but it's not something that that's not the message I'm trying to, ultimately, you know what I'm saying? So like I did that one song as like an intro song of like, hey, this is who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's up? We here now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so the rest of my music will then be about whatever message I'm trying to put out.
Okay. So how long have you been doing music?
So I've been writing for a long time. I've been writing since I was in high school, about 15, 20 years. I didn't really take it seriously, like making music and putting it out until probably about like 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
Me and my homeboy, he produces, so like he produced that track that we just listened to. He produces a lot of my music, so we kind of got into it together. Producer, rapper, see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a little team going. You got
trying. Yeah.
Okay. Do you dibble and dabble with making beats or anything like that?
I tried. I ain't got the patience for it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it takes.
It's very time consuming.
It does. Like I tried, and I'll be sitting there for like 3-4 hours, and I ain't getting nowhere but like 20 seconds of a beat. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I could have wrote 2-3 tracks by now.
For real. Everybody got their own little special knack, a little special gift.
Yeah.
Okay, so say you've been writing since you was in high school.
Yeah.
How long have you been actually taking it serious? Where you've been recording and?
Yeah, so about 3-4 years.
3-4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your goal? Like within the next 5 years, where do you see yourself in music?
I was hoping this year I would have seen myself with a record deal.
Yeah.
But COVID came.
Yeah.
And kind of slowed everything down. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's moving right now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of.
So what are you doing now to stay relevant in spite of the COVID?
So I have a lot of backlog of music. So I figured I'll just steadily release, a track every couple weeks, every 3 weeks, maybe like once a month, and just keep releasing. So that way, because right now to stay relevant, you gotta be active online.
Yeah.
I can't drop a song now, you know what I'm saying, or a project. I can't tour the project. Can't, perform the project. So keep people on me. I just gotta keep dropping one single.
Yeah, at a time.
Single by single, yeah.
So are you, some people are actually doing showcases and stuff now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
So I did do one, you talking about like the live stream?
No, I'm saying they're actually doing it in person.
Oh, in person?
What is your feeling about that?
I'm good on that.
You good on that?
Yeah,
okay.
It's too many people. So like so I did do a show and it was in person, but like only the artist and the DJ were there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then we live streamed it, so it was like a concert, but like y'all ain't in front of us, spitting COVID.
Yeah, that's what.
No.
So let me ask you a question. So you do you have any connections? Do you still keep in touch with your family back in Egypt?
Yeah. So my family's pretty tight. My father and my mother to their family. So we used to go back to visit there when we were younger, when it was cheaper to go visit. Now it's like $1,000 just for a ticket, round trip. So it's like I haven't been in 20 years, but we still, Facebook, Instagram.
It's easy to connect with people nowadays.
Yeah, we stay connected.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how is it there? I've never been. I want to go.
It's hot.
It's just hot. Well, it looks hot.
It's hot, but it's different hot. Over there is dry heat.
Okay.
It's not humid. Here it's like humid. So if it's like 85 degrees outside, it's hot here.
Oh,
Over there it'd be like 90 and still breezy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But it's dry
That's
heat
weird.
though. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little different, but it's a whole different culture. I would say the closest thing to Egypt, the majority of Egypt, is poor people. There's no middle class in Egypt. So it's either you filthy rich or you not poor, but you getting by.
And what do you consider poor? What would be considered poor there compared to what we consider
like
poor?
money wise?
As far as like resources, how would your house look compared to like a poor person here might live in the projects?
You ever been to New York?
Mm-hmm.
You know how they have the housing over there where it's just buildings and each building got like several little apartments in it like that?
Yeah.
That's Egypt.
Oh wow.
Cairo, at least, that's where I've been. That's where my family's from. It's like that, the whole city. It's packed.
Wow, just
it is the most.
little...
Yeah, that city has the most people in the city, in the whole world.
And so, how much would it cost to rent an apartment? Say, for instance.
I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, the exchange rate by itself, I think it's like every dollar is like almost 20 pounds over there. So that's the exchange rate. So that's how 20 times poorer country than America. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put it in that. Yeah. But it's different over there. I mean, what I was trying to say is like the closest thing I would consider to Egypt here is the projects.
Okay.
To be honest, like the way people live in the projects, the way that's just close knit. You know what I'm saying? It's a different feeling. It's not like living in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Nobody. I don't talk to nobody.
Yeah, you ain't got no choice if you get close to people. Yeah.
It's different. So over there, it's very like family. Everybody's family. Everybody takes care of everybody.
Okay.
Type feeling. Yeah, but everybody's struggling.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a funny story or something off the wall that you did, say in your teenage years. Everybody had those. Wow, you seem like you're so astute now, but I know you haven't. You're not astute.
I'm not astute.
Oh, you're not.
Why do I seem astute? It's because I'm light skinned, right?
No, it's not the light skin issue. No, it's not the light skin issue.
I'm just messing with you.
It's because you have the conscious music.
Yeah.
You know, you saying how you helping the youth. So I'm like, nah, it gotta be something.
That's because I seen some stuff. That's why.
Oh, okay. I feel that.
I went through you know what I'm saying? I went through my journey in life. My parents kept me, like I said, we were in a religious household. But the second I got out when I was 16 years old. It was like you gave a kid like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I had the whole world. I ain't never seen none of this world.
Yeah.
So I went crazy.
And you grew up where though? Was it?
I was here about that time.
Okay.
Yeah. So we lived in Winston-Salem, and then we moved to Raleigh. So I did high school around here. So it was right after high school.
Okay.
I really got, I guess the freedom to actually live in this culture.
Wow.
That I've been dreaming about. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to hip hop. I've been watching movies. I was like, that's what I want. I couldn't get it until I got out of the house. But I mean, I did some stuff. I did some stuff. Some of it I'm not gonna bring up.
You ain't gonna bring it up.
But we did the drugs and the partying and.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of stuff I try to forget.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't forget it.
But it's there.
You are, though.
It did make me who I am, but it's like I'm not trying to.
You don't want to go back into that.
I'm too afraid. I just run right back.
Okay. Don't run back. We're not gonna do that.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
Nah, but that's really why the music that I do kind of has that content. Because I'm like, man, I seen a lot. I went through a lot. I come from a country that's dirt. You know what I'm saying? My family comes from nothing. My dad, I remember he told me when him and my mom got together, and he had a college degree, and he was making what's equivalent to $30 a month.
Oh my God.
Like you not making money. You know what I'm saying? Like
college degree.
Yeah, over there though. You
know that's what I'm saying. Still, that's
it's
crazy.
a whole different. So like,
wow.
I feel like I have a connection with, and that's I think what really pulled me into hip hop even. because it's like our culture is the same as hip hop. It's just translated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Wow.
We seen the same things in our communities over there, and people have the same issues, and we go through the same struggles. That's what really put me into hip hop. So like seeing hip hop as a child, it was like I could connect with this.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And I grew up on positive hip hop too. So
who was one of your icons growing up that you looked up to?
Number one for me was always Tupac.
Tupac, yeah,
Man,
I'm a Pac.
I know a lot of people say that, but I mean, I study Tupac. Like,
okay,
I've watched every interview, every song. I have his book of poetry that he wrote.
Wow.
He was a very influential person for me.
He was way before his time.
Way before.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Tupac and who else? Give me another one.
Nas, Jay-Z, the whole bunch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Common.
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest, everything.
Wow.
I listened to I just loved hip hop. Now it's kind of hard. It's hard. If you ask me who right now that's famous that I like, that list gonna be short.
You can't give me at least one.
That's gonna be short. You know what I'm saying?
Give me one.
Man.
What about J. Cole? What about Cole?
I like Cole. I like Cole, earlier Cole. You know what I'm saying?
When he first came out.
Like his whole journey was amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? So I really like J. Cole from that perspective, but it's hard. I listen to a lot of underground homies. Okay. That's what I've been listening to now. I don't know, my favorite is a guy named Odyssey out of DC. I don't know if you ever heard of him. If you haven't, check him out.
Okay, I might have to check him out.
Artistic, like lyrical to the maximum. Like that's the kind of music I like. You know what I'm saying? The lyrical.
So do you have any children? Wife?
Yeah. So I'm married. Just hit 10 years a few days ago. Thank you. 3 kids.
Okay, boys, girls?
2 boys and a girl.
Okay.
My oldest is the girl.
Oh, wow. How's that going?
It's going. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, she got teenage years yet. Tell me
no, she 5 years old.
Oh, she's a baby. Okay.
She a 5-year-old with like an 18-year-old mouth and an 18-year-old mind.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like she already too, like, chill out.
Oh my goodness. So between the boy and the girl, which one you think is gonna be the easiest?
I don't know, them boys is crazy though.
Yeah, boys is something else.
They just tear up everything.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Girl destroy you emotionally and mentally. They gonna kill you physically.
Yeah, the boys.
And your money too. Like your pocket gonna hurt. But
yeah,
you know they both got their challenges.
Okay.
But
wow.
We make do.
So how do they support your music?
So it's funny because sometimes I don't know if a song sounds good or not. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just play it randomly. And if they start dancing to it, I'm like, okay. This might
do they know it's you though? Do they know it's you?
They do. But they don't dance to all my tracks though.
Oh, okay.
So I know if they dance, that's like an untrained ear.
Yeah.
And you still vibing with it? Okay, that's cool.
That's crazy because that's my oldest son. That's how I do. Like because he's such a music fanatic. So if I put anything on, he start vibing. So I'm like, oh, that's the beat. Because I dibble and dabble a little bit of music.
Yeah.
And so I let him hear something. He'll be like, yeah, or he'll be moving to. Like, okay, that's it.
Yep, that's the one.
So yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well. You have a new song that dropped today, and what is the name of it?
Sidelines.
And can you tell them where they can find your music at?
Right. So I have 2 mixtape projects on SoundCloud and DatPiff. So that's the first projects I did. I did 2 mixtapes, and now I've been dropping singles, and those are streaming everywhere. So wherever you stream at, just look up Iconic Bond, and you'll find my stuff on there. Hit up my Instagram, Iconic Bond, and it's got a link. That link in the bio will take you anywhere you need to go. So as long as you add me on the Instagram, you'll have that information.
Good, and you have that good music and that good vibe, y'all, because we need that. Especially what's going on now. Yeah. I personally feel like the music that we've been listening to, that wave is about to be over, because we're going through such real issues right now that's what people are thinking about, and we need people who are going to be talking about it, and we need an outlet for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely check him out. We're going to follow after this with his song Sidelines. Love y'all.
Iconic. Yep. Sidelines. Fine line. Let's get it. I be saying on sidelines, just trying to find a way through the fine lines. Pray to God that I got a good lifeline. In the palm of my hands, can't fall off stand. I'ma find my way. Keep moving so fast, you wouldn't even catch my face. All my fears through all the years, I'm still around. You can find me here. Thrill of the crown never disappeared. Never really mattered, but I persevered. Then it all shattered. Had a life on a platter, but it all went to waste. Trying to define the right time and place. Never been in line with the crime and chase, but I place myself in first when it's time to race. Cause I found my pace. I be pacing all of my patience.
Like how many actually do it.